When I look at you, I don't see your mistakes.
Maybe that's the real punk rock.
You die, I die.
We got life! Cowcut. Synthetic cowcut.
He's flying.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Are you watching closely?
I see that I went live earlier than I thought. I still don't know how that works. All right. Welcome to the stream, everybody.
Welcome.
Um,
And welcome to everybody listening later.
and everybody listening later, indeed. So I do not have notes for this episode, so we're gonna go to Wikipedia.
I found a list on Variety that's like the most anticipated films. So it's got
Sure.
most of the ones worth talking about.
Okay. Are they in release order?
Yes.
Okay.
I can send you this real quick.
First off, it's the second week of February, or the last week of February.
Yeah.
And we're doing a most anticipated of 2026, which is interesting. But he sent that to me. Thank you. We're playing catch up. That's all it is. Just acknowledging that we are behind. I've seen 2 movies in theaters so far.
Oh, me too.
And what?
I said me too.
Oh yeah, it's the ones we saw with you.
We saw both together. So.
Yeah. So we'll skip through most of January and February, though those movies were really good, I believe. Mercy was more enjoyable than I feel like people are letting on. And Iron Lung was really good.
Both movies were okay in my opinion.
Okay. You never gave me a review on Iron Lung, so.
Oh yeah. It was okay. I thought it was very it was pretty slow, to be honest, for most of it.
It's true.
It picks up by the end, but a lot of it's just him in the submarine.
Very true.
All of it is technically him in the submarine, but it's just kind of So I mean, it picks up at the end, and it keeps you. It's kind of, I mean, it like keeps you on the edge of your seat, but it's also slow at the same time.
Yeah.
So, I thought it was okay.
For sure. Yeah. I think it's more of like the Tenet vibe that I had when I first watched Tenet, and I watched it 3 or 4 times in theaters, just because it's one that, in my mind, you can keep rewatching, get new stuff, partly because the sound mixing isn't that great, and there's a lot of details that you can easily miss. But besides that, I really liked it. Other stuff, people, I guess we don't need to look that far back at January, February. Return to Silent Hill, people were like,
Haven't even heard of it.
A lot of the stuff I get, or a lot of my thoughts I get from Jeremy Johns. So he said like The Strangers Chapter 3 was like, why at this point? It didn't need to be 3 movies. I don't even know that much about the story. So
What series?
The Strangers.
Haven't even heard of that one either.
It's a horror one. I've seen a few trailers for it.
Okay.
But for the most part, it was like I thought it was a what do you call it? A reboot. I think. So it's the 5th film in the Stranger series. Never mind.
Wow.
Oh, but okay. So it was The Strangers released in 2008, and then there was The Strangers Pray at Night, which is 2018, and then there was like Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, which is in the last 10 months or so, which was all basically one movie. But nobody really liked that. And so we're not going to address it, really. Goat is supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
I still am not. Maybe I'll watch it if it comes out on streaming. But it also seems, I don't know, I can't tell if it's more that Steph Curry is the face of it instead of like the one director. Or is he a director?
No, maybe. No, I don't think so.
Produced by.
Oh, produced by him, yeah.
Yeah.
And he also plays one of the characters, but
obviously. I feel like that's more of a cameo thing.
Yeah.
Oh, Caleb McLaughlin is the main character.
Yep.
Very cool.
And
Like-
David Harbour's also in it, which is kind of funny.
Oh, I see that. Yeah. So it actually looks more like there's normal actors than sports people. So, oh yeah. Every time Alejandro jumps in the chat, I remember that I need to say we're live in the Discord because it's usually too late at that point. There we go. All right.
I heard Send Help was good.
I didn't hear anything about it, so
Yeah.
that's all I got. There's not.
Moving on.
I mean, if it's the same Raimi movie, I hope it still lives up to like his old stuff. But
yeah.
I can only imagine. Supposedly came out this weekend, or sorry, two. I really liked the first one, but I don't know where you keep going with the story. But
yeah,
like, a lot of these, I'm just, especially with a kid now, I'm like, I do not have the time or money to buy a subscription to see a movie every week or whatever. So I'm just gonna leave it be. And if I get to see it, I get to see it. Yeah. Scream 7 is coming out this upcoming weekend. People still like the Scream franchise. I feel like it's kind of run its course, but I also haven't seen any of them, so I can't say that much. Sorry, I'm not using your list at all.
You're bouncing around.
No, I'm going down the list. I'm going down the Wikipedia list.
Check out Crime 101.
I heard about that. I heard it was really wacky and goofy.
Oh, okay.
Not wacky and goofy, but in depth. But having 5 stars, big stars.
Yeah.
Being at the front of it, it's pretty. It's pretty good.
I heard Chris Hemsworth said something with that one about it. It was very different, even like more intimidating working with Mark Ruffalo in like an actual movie than it is working with him in a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
He said something like that.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Anyway. I'm jumping back and forth between our Scream 7, Hoppers, which before we say anything about that.
Lizard.
There we go. That's all I had.
Thank you. You don't even have to. You don't even have to edit in the sound this time.
I know. I hope everybody heard that. Hoppers is known only because the lizard meme went crazy a while ago. I think they probably added in a new scene, or at least in the promotional material, it seems like they made it more focused, or at least a section they were like, "Hey, that's the guy from the thing." But I think I don't want to say Pixar's back. This looks cute. It looks cute.
Fun.
But it's still the new style of Pixar that I don't really like.
Yeah.
Also, I need to switch my windows. I don't like that I look over here for Zach. And so now I look over here, so it kind of looks like I'm looking there.
Just look straight into the camera.
Yeah. The Bride looks so much fun, only because Christian Bale's in it.
That's the only reason it looks fun to you?
Well, Jake Gyllenhaal's in it. I don't know if Maggie Gyllenhaal has directed anything that I know. No. Let's see, filmography. Okay, so she produced a few, but she only directed The Lost Daughter in 2021. Yeah.
We're getting another Colleen Hoover adaptation because everyone loves those.
What is it? Oh, Reminders of Him.
Yes.
I have no idea who Colleen Hoover is.
Well, she's one like It Ends With Us and Regretting You. Those were both Colleen Hoover books first.
Gotcha.
So
I think I've seen something. I'm backing up a little bit on the Wikipedia page. I feel like I remember seeing War Machine. This is Alan Richson. I get that wrong. I actually looked it up. I looked his name up once and I was like, it's not Alan Richman. It's not Alan Richton. It's Alan Richson. And I've never like that. It's one of those names that was just wrong, always wrong in my head. But science fiction action film with Alan Richson.
Oh, coming out on the 12th. Wait,
Jai
it came
Courtney.
out on the
What?
12th. It says
Oh, it
the
did?
release date's February 12th.
Oh, it says released theatrically in Australia on February 12th before its streaming release on March 6th.
Gotcha.
Yep. I guess I don't have Netflix anymore, so maybe I won't get to see that.
Dang.
Sorry, jumping back and forth. Project Hail Mary already on the 20th. I think I forget about that because I feel like that's a summer movie. It just seems so big that it seems like
It does.
it should be summer only, but maybe not. And I mean, Zach and I are going on a double date, not with each other, but though we did. This is a funny story to put in the history of the podcast for people to listen back on. We are not doing well avoiding the boyfriend allegations, even though I'm married and Zach is now in a relationship.
He bought me popcorn, guys.
We got a Valentine's Day promo to go see Iron Lung together.
Oh, that too, yeah.
And so we got discount tickets because I found a Valentine's Day promo and Ellie was going to a Galentine's. So I thought that was really funny.
Yep.
But we're going to see Project Hail Mary with our ladies.
Yes.
It's going to be a lot of fun, I think. I still don't know the hype behind it, except that it seems like Ryan Gosling and Interstellar.
Yeah.
I know it's a good book. I know people like the story, but
I haven't read the book yet, and I promised my girlfriend I'm going to before the movie comes out. So we'll see if that actually happens.
You got less than 4 weeks?
Yeah, I mean, I think I should be able to read this in 20 days. It's not that long of a book.
You just got to keep putting off Andor.
Yeah. But what else was I don't know if I call it my most anticipated movie of the year, but it's probably at least like second or third.
I haven't gotten to that summer peak that like Superman and F1 were last year. So I don't know what else to expect besides this, honestly.
Because I mean, there's a lot going into it that just gets me excited. Like starring Ryan Gosling, directed by Phil Lord and Chris Miller. Mm-hmm. And then it's got like the same cinematographer as like Dune and the Batman. So it's just like the right combination of things.
Everything seems to be aligning for that movie.
Really good. So I'm excited.
Oh, gosh dang it. I need to I used to have my microphone up here and I think I moved it so that I could talk quieter one night when Anya was sleeping. And so now I just realized nobody could hear me. That's so annoying. I'm so sorry, everybody.
We're professionals, we promise.
No, we're not. Sorry, I also haven't been looking at chat and iHondor. Done with subscriptions, been looking for good pirated websites now. Cannot encourage that, but also cannot say that you should pay only for subscriptions.
Oh, we got Elijah in the chat.
Elijah's here. He made it.
Welcome,
I am looking forward to Disclosure Day, he says. That is,
we're getting there.
That's on my list, I suppose. But I still think Project Hail Mary is, right now, as we're going through chronologically, most anticipated. Ready or Not 2 is coming the same weekend or the same day.
No, next week.
What?
Variety's telling me that Project Hail Mary is the 20th and Ready or Not 2 is March 27th.
That's not what Wikipedia says. So
Wikipedia.
I didn't want
Wikipedia as your source
because it lists every single movie. And then I can find some diamonds in the rough, maybe. I understand the concept of Ready or Not, but I don't get how there's just suddenly a second one. I get that Elijah Wood's in it, and that's kind of cool, but there's not really it's just a sad excuse for another horror movie, and you can like that if you want. It's just like maybe just make a new movie instead of a sequel. That's my perspective.
I'm glad. What I want to say about that one, I barely have any opinions on it, but I'm glad they used the obvious name for the title. Unlike Now You See Me, which took like an extra movie to do that.
Yeah. To be fair, I think that was the way titles have worked recently in the last 5 years, I would say in the 20s, not doing a consistent number. So if Now You See Me 2 had come out in the 20s, it would have had the Now You Don't. And then number 3 would have had another name. But I'm just thinking like, actually, no, that's a bad example. I was going to say John Wick. So what was it? John Wick Chapter 2, John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum, John Wick Chapter 4. I thought I remembered that one of them was like John Wick 2, and then it was like John Wick Parabellum, and then it was John Wick Chapter 4. So it was like none of them were actually consistent, but maybe they've retroactively gone back and changed that. Anyways, that's not a main point. April 1st, Super Mario Galaxy movie. Everyone in the Discord was super. What?
I think it's
Is that not on here? That's not on here. Oh, April 3rd. I see. The drama was before on Zach's list. The drama with Robert Pattinson and Zendaya.
I just remember
darkly comedic romantic thriller. Golly.
I just remember people were like posting like set photos of that one, and everyone thought like Robert Pattinson was going to be in the next Spider-Man movie, but then everyone was like, no, that's a completely different movie. So
because Zendaya can only ever be in Spider-Man movies, you know?
Exactly.
But talk about an actor with range. Robert Pattinson has it all, and I still haven't seen Mickey 17, but
I haven't either.
Thinking about all of the different roles he's played is pretty crazy. Same day, April 3rd, Super Mario Galaxy movie. Again, it says the first on Wikipedia, but it doesn't really matter. People in Discord were really excited about this. Roman and Deacon have probably played the games more, I think. And so they're more like, oh, that's a reference to this, and oh, this theme and all that. But we're also apparently getting the Prowler in this because of the I can't do it. It's the distorted scream almost, but I think that's just a coincidence.
I mean, Super Mario Galaxy was one of the few Mario games that I actually played growing up besides like Mario Kart. So
yeah,
I'm excited. And seeing it like blend in some of the other games like Odyssey and Sunshine too.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Well, I was going to say it's not really just the Super Mario Galaxy. Yeah. It's literally the Galaxy. It's all of the games in one. I wonder if they're going to do Mario Golf or Mario Tennis. Which one is it?
Both. There's both.
Both. Okay. Yeah.
People are convinced now that you can see Star Fox's shoulder in a recent trailer too.
Don't know who that is.
He's from a different Nintendo game.
Oh.
So people think that they might be leading into a Super Smash Bros. Movie.
Gosh. I see it now.
Yep.
I'm really anticipating the Noir series. I don't care too much about the actors and what not, as long as the story. Actors and not. I don't know how to read that. As long as the story and vibes hold up. That's right. We didn't talk about TV shows.
Yeah, we have to talk about that too after.
Maybe we can find a list of TV shows coming out this year as well.
Yeah. Michael.
What?
I was just
Michael.
Next week on the list. Yeah.
Yep. Michael. I'm just making sure I'm not skipping anything. Yeah, I think this one's weird because he's being played by his real life nephew. And some people are like, that's a cop out and you should get somebody who's actually good at it, not just because it's his nephew. But I don't see a problem with it. I think most of the
I was going to say
the trailers haven't seemed fine.
No, that's assuming that his nephew isn't a good actor, which we don't.
That's true.
No, so.
I think that people have been feeling something's a little off with the trailers, and they attribute it to that. What I just said.
I think part of it too is that Michael Jackson ended up not being that great of a person, and this paints him in kind of probably a more positive light than he deserves. I think it's part of people's issue with it. Maybe.
Yeah. I can't say to that. I mean, he's still a legend no matter what he's done.
Legend, but
so even if they get to that part of the story, like
I don't think they would. But
no, but I think the energy of the movie feels fun from the trailers. So I'm down. I'm looking Apex. I haven't heard of that, so I'm gonna skip it. Devil Wears Prada 2. Again, don't care. I just know that it's a legacy sequel and don't really want to encourage legacy sequels.
I don't even know where they go with that one.
What?
I said I don't even know where they'd go with that.
I've never seen the first, so I can't.
I've seen the first one, but it's kind of just a very one-off story. So I think doing a sequel is really pushing it. But anyway.
Mortal Kombat 2 I didn't see the first one either, but they got what's his face?
Carl Urban.
Carl Urban, which seems pretty cool. He kind of embodies the character, whatever his name is. I'm being a really poor excuse for a nerd today because a lot of these movies I have not seen. So I don't know. I think people really like the first Mortal Kombat. So
Sounds
I
good.
think there's a place for that. I also am realizing that we move on so quickly that sometimes when the chat is time to catch up, that I'm like, oh yeah, that we should have just waited to let them say something if they wanted. Mandalorian and Grogu. Zach, take it away while I try and find a TV show list.
Don't care. No, I'm joking.
Really?
I mean, maybe not entirely don't care. I just feel I don't know. It just feels like you're cheapening the movie theater experience when it's like a TV show finale, more or less, being put in theaters.
Yeah.
I just feel like that takes away from what theaters are meant to be. So I don't know. And I feel like their story's been drawn out too long, especially like with Grogu still being here and still now like getting his name in the title. And we talked about it in the chat like last week. Like I just bringing Grogu back in like season. Well, they brought him back in Book of Boba Fett too, where they reunited him and Mando, which was a weird place to do that. But bringing him back and reuniting with him with Mando at all was just like such a marketing decision more than anything else because he's cute and he sells toys. So I feel like that's the biggest reason they brought him back because I feel like you would have been able to tell a much better story for season 3 if it was like just Mando like taking back Mandalore. So I mean I'll probably end up going to it, but I'm not all that excited for that one, to be honest.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm not too excited either because everything that I've seen is like it's just a filler episode, and
that's the thing too. It like doesn't even look like a finale. It just looks like a filler episode from the trailers. So
yeah.
Anyway,
I'm really trying to find this TV show list and I cannot. I mean, I know Daredevil Born Again and Spider Noir, but when you look up TV show list, there's so much. Not even junk, just clutter. Stuff's falling.
Well, you've got all like the limited series and all that, but then you've also got like NCIS season 35 or whatever. So
yeah, House of David. Maybe we'll touch on some of these.
Anyway,
next Masters of the Universe. I think. Let me keep scrolling on.
Yep.
I think so. Yep, Masters of the Universe. Let's check chat. I wonder if they chose Grogu as a name so people mistake him for Goku. I think Grogu is kind of a very Star Wars name. I would also like an explanation of why in the movies he isn't a Mandalorian and in the series he is.
Huh?
Is he not a Mandalorian in the movie?
He's not a Mandalorian in the show either. I mean, he wasn't born a Mandalorian.
Technically, yeah.
So
in the series, it's explained.
That's true for the series and the movie.
Yeah, but it's still the title. So, Masters of the Universe. This is the most testosterone I've felt in a trailer. I was like, I've never watched a single episode of the TV show.
Nope.
Or know anything about the story except for the Skeletor memes. Yep. But this movie looks fun. It kind of has the Dungeons and Dragons vibes from like 2 years ago. Where it's just a little too clean and a little too colorful. But I don't know. It's the sword fighting that really got me going.
Yeah.
And then the way that this kid, I'll call him a kid, he's like mid-20s, finds that he is the power, as ironic as that is. It just looks so cool. So it might be on my list. Jared Leto's Skeletor, which it'd be really funny to see a movie that doesn't have his face, even though he acted in it, thrive, and it just means that it's Jared Leto's face. Because there's a very small part of people who actually look at names of actors. Like, we're actually a minority. Some people just actually see movies if it looks interesting. Who cares if whose name is attached to it? But that's what I say. I think it might thrive.
Yeah. You voiced my opinions on it pretty well. I have no prior knowledge of the franchise, but it looks fun and colorful, and I'm probably gonna go see it.
Yeah, probably.
So,
Disclosure Day.
ooh,
Really looking forward to this one.
yeah.
First off, the screenshot of her doing her newscast has Minneapolis in the background, which is
Hey.
near to us. Not that I'm doxing myself too bad. It's big city.
Here's
but-
Seth's address, everyone.
I mean, a Spielberg alien movie is
Yeah.
probably going to be pretty good. Emily Blunt, Josh O'Connor, Wyatt Russell. I didn't know that.
Oh,
That's exciting. I think what I've said that it's Blurry Creatures the movie
Yeah.
because it's got a religious aspect to it, and I don't agree with the main phrase that the nuns say, where it's like the world's too big to only be us. But I think that's a poor logical fallacy. But hopefully there's maybe a little bit more depth to it than that. And maybe it's going to be more than E.T., I hope. E.T.'s a cute kids family movie, but maybe it's going to be more like, are we in imminent danger? Any thoughts?
just as much as you said. I mean, being kind of just like an original concept movie that's
Mhm.
like surprisingly doesn't have source material as far as I'm aware. I mean, it's cool to have a true original movie like that. We'll see how successful it is, because those don't tend to do that well anymore, which is sad. But
True.
I'm intrigued by the concept of kind of aliens and all that, especially bringing in that religious context to it makes it very interesting as well. So, and it's got a good cast. So, especially after seeing Josh O'Connor in Wake Up Dead Man, I'm excited. So,
Yeah. Forget that he's in other things.
yeah.
Okay, this is the June, July, August peak, because I just realized how many are coming out back to back in June. Scary Movie 6 is coming out the same day as Disclosure Day, but I don't care.
Don't care.
Toy Story 5.
I'm
Okay. Let's rant for a bit.
I'm conflicted now.
Okay,
I'll
because
say
you saw
that.
the trailer. You saw the trailer.
I did. And I don't know anymore.
Okay. For context, the trailer basically is making Lilypad to be the villain.
Yes. Well, we knew that was the case for a while.
It's true, but the tone of the trailer felt really good.
It did.
I think the reason you're conflicted is because it's just the idea that we're getting a 5. Speaking of Ihondor, we might have might do an episode on Wake Up Dead Man. So stay tuned for that. Back to Toy Story 5. I still think everything looks too polished. It's like it's too easy. It's like they were breaking ground, obviously, with Toy Story.
Yeah.
But they peaked at Toy Story 4. No, they peaked at, sorry, I said that wrong. I meant, never mind. They peaked at Toy Story 4 with looks. And then I feel like they kind of dipped a little bit for Toy Story 5.
You think so?
I'm thinking about things like the cat, and when they're walking around the antique store, it's dusty and cobwebs and everything.
Yeah.
I think that looked fantastic.
Okay.
But for story, definitely Toy Story 3 peaked.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the discrepancy I have. But I don't know. The story could, I don't know. What do you think? Because like Woody's back, and now we kind of know how. Like, they're in distress because of the iPad. It'd be really gutsy for Disney. Is it Disney Pixar? I think. Yeah. To go for the don't let your kids play with iPads, let them play with toys. That'd be a crazy story theme for the movie, because that's so bold.
I think I doubt, because that just seems so crazy. And I think I said in the Discord, the one way that they could get around it is the Toy Story 1 story of let's just all be friends. And I don't want that to happen.
What was I saying? I going back to animation, I think it's cool that they're getting like experimental with the animation in this one.
But that was like the dream world, or like Bonnie's play world.
Going more into like the 2D. Well, what is going on?
I don't know. You're still here.
I just wasn't live. I had the YouTube pulled up and never mind. Anyway, so it's fun. It's cool to see them do that, because they've never really done that in any of the Toy Story movies before. So it's especially like being Bonnie's imagination instead of Andy's imagination. It's cool to see it look different, like stylistically like that. Kind of like how in like Spider-Verse, the different worlds have their own styles. Like seeing animations have their own styles. It's really cool.
Yeah.
I like the idea of, technology being the main threat in the movie. It's kind of funny because they did have a special on ABC back in the day that basically had the same idea. So
yeah,
that's kind of funny. I mean, this is going to be more direct with it than that was, but I saw someone like talk about the movie, and they were like, it would almost be interesting if in the end the toys don't win. And it's kind of a takeaway for like parents in the end.
That would be
to be like
rough, like emotionally, if the toys lose.
Yeah.
And then the adults' parents who saw Toy Story in 1999, I think, just are heartbroken, and then they're made to think twice. But I think that would be way too brutal, way too much of a knife twist for Disney of all people to suddenly get something as accurate as that. And we're at the point where we're like, don't let Anya watch screens, because it could get bad. Like, we're probably super parenting at that point, but it's still very much real, very real danger that my parents didn't know about. And we're really only gaining an identity of that now. Andy at this point should be a father right now, maybe even a grandpa. I think they slowed down the years because Bonnie is only like maybe 10 now, and she was maybe 6 in the Toy Story 3. But still, Andy is probably like... Kick him. Can I kick him?
No.
I don't think I can kick him.
That's good.
Remove Zach. I'm sorry, he actually has to log back in now. Oh, I wish I had that faster, but he gone. Okay. I hope he can. There he is.
You really just made me do that.
I won't have any 6-7 jokes in my podcast.
Anyways, as I was saying before I was rudely kicked out.
Andy should be like 23 or 24, I would say. And so maybe he makes an appearance. I feel like with some of the nostalgia, he could come back. We got to keep moving though. Say your last thing.
And I was a hater when they originally announced Toy Story 5.
Yeah.
That it was going to be bringing back Woody and all that. Because, I mean, I didn't like Toy Story 4. And I wasn't the biggest fan of the ending either, with Woody kind of like finding this new purpose. Because, it's like the whole point of the first, like, 3 movies is that he is a toy.
Yeah.
And his, like, biggest, like, mission is to, like, be with his kid. So I feel like that just kind of, the ending of the 4th one just kind of betrayed that. But
yeah,
but also like having that type of...
Hello, can you still hear me?
You're still here. I think your headphones might have died, or your audio changed.
They did some.
They did something weird. But
I
anyway,
can still hear you.
making like a risk like that and then going back on it is almost worse than taking the risk in the first place. So I hated Toy Story 5 even more when they announced it for bringing Woody back. But with how they're doing it and with it being like a danger to toys everywhere and like Woody seeing the effects of that from like where he's at now, I think that's done very well. And just, I don't know. For one thing, it's like the Toy Story trilogy is very special and sacred in my heart. And any like addition to it, I'm just kind of like, why are they doing that? But also after that trailer and just seeing all these characters again and I mean having a concept like they're doing, it might be like redeeming my hope in the future of the Toy Story franchise.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to go see this one in theaters. I didn't see 4 in theaters, but I think I'm going to see this one.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Let's keep moving.
I do want to see it. Yes, we got to keep going. Supergirl. You cannot spend as long as you have. We have 20 minutes. I am nervous because we just had a Superman movie, and it's actually kind of crazy that we're getting them back-to-back years.
Yeah.
Almost exactly a year apart. I don't want it to just be like people have been complaining, even though it's not directed by James Gunn. It's like it feels a lot like Guardians. So how is it going to be different? How is it going to be different from Superman? How is it going to be different from Guardians? That's all I want. I feel like we need a few more trailers to set the tone. I love Millie Alcock as the character, as the actress. So I don't think there's a problem with that. I just feel like right now it feels like Ravengers 2.0 and Star-Lord 2.0. And I don't know.
I'm excited for it. I think, I mean, the source material, which I have conveniently right here.
Oh.
With my cool cover and everything.
What is it officially called now?
The movie?
The movie.
Just Supergirl.
Okay. So no Woman of Tomorrow.
No. But I think what's cool with like the idea of this one, I mean, I haven't read much of it yet, but just from what I know of it, it kind of like explores her grief of like losing her home of Krypton.
Yeah.
Because she knew her home, unlike Superman did.
Yeah.
So I think that's an interesting twist on just all of that. And I think, I mean, yeah, it does look very James Gunn and all that, but I think it's got a good chance of being good. Very good. I would say it's got chances of being even better than Superman, in my opinion.
All right.
Is
that because of Superman's pitfalls or because you're thinking so highly of Supergirl?
Superman had a lot riding on it, just with being the first movie in this universe and having just to lay a lot of groundwork. So I think with this one not having that same weight on its shoulder and having such strong source material, I think it has the chance of being at least a little better than Superman.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see it. That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Him as like the DC character he was always meant to play. I'm excited.
Which is crazy to think. And it's just can't think that everything's connected in the multiverse just because a character plays the same person. Actually, on that note, we need to talk about Doomsday in a different episode because apparently RDJ is not playing a Doctor Doom or isn't playing an Iron Man variant that looks like Doctor Doom. It's literally just two separate characters with the same face that have no connection at all. And that's weird, but well, that's a different story.
See, that's probably just a rumor somewhere you saw.
I kind of want to see how Supergirl's humanity is going to shine into Supergirl. Especially how, I'm sorry, I can't read, especially with how much inferred background they already stacked on her. Yeah. So like how she's a drunk and I think that makes sense with what we've heard from the synopsis of like, she's dealing with it. She's got to work on it, and she's initially turning to alcohol on a red planet or with a red sun or something. But
more crypto is also fun.
I don't know. That's a great point. Marvel, I don't know. Doomsday is on the rise. We'll still get Brand New Day. I really think DC is on the upswing and Marvel's on the downswing, but we'll see how it. I think 2020. I've said this before. 2026 is the defining year. What they can pull off by the end of the year with Brand New Day and Doomsday, probably their two biggest possible hits that could bring them back. But also DC, I think, has got some good feet under them with Creature Commandos and Superman, and they'll have Lanterns coming, and they'll have Supergirl. All of these are people are hyped for, even if they're okay, even if they're a 6 out of 10 or something. Like, people still can like them, and that can still continue to make movies. Or are you smiling?
I don't know.
Oh, you're like
just a happy guy.
Just a happy guy. You are. Minions 3. Don't care. Apparently
Minions and Monsters is the actual title now.
Oh, okay.
That was in the Super Bowl.
I thought the announcement was that they're not following Kevin Bob and whatever his name is.
Yeah, this is dated. This Variety article.
Dated.
Oh.
It's David.
Yes,
the
I named this article.
David. Actually, I think there's a Dave, but where's that lizard button? It's lizard.click, and it's the best thing that's ever created. Moana, live action. I'm curious, but I don't care. It really should not care. Be. Why is Trump here?
I don't know.
Care. I'm curious because it's still been almost 10 years since the animated one. But it's an interesting case study is all I see it as. I'm also nervous because Anya is gonna love Moana, and I don't mind her liking things like Tangled. Like Tangled, I will watch every single day of the year. But when it gets to Moana and Moana 2 and maybe the newer ones, like I really don't want to watch those. But I don't know. Maybe she's a case study in and of herself. Yes, the live action Moana seems entirely unnecessary. That's very true. But we've been over this, and it's still going to happen. So we can just complain into the wind.
Dwayne Johnson's just going to kill another franchise. So
I've never heard of Cut Off. The Odyssey is July 17th. I don't know if I'm actually hyped for this one over things like Project Hail Mary. I got dissed by Deacon saying, "Oh, you haven't read the Odyssey," or somebody did. I haven't. I'm a homeschooler and I've never read.
I've also
the
read
Odyssey.
the Odyssey.
And so I don't even know. I just know that. Okay, I'm actually even nervous to say anything about the general story because I feel like I'm going to be.
Tell me how much you know, Seth.
The most
Please.
I know is Odysseus is trying to make it home, and that's only because of the memes of like Matt Damon trying to make it home. Yeah. I really don't know anything past that. And
you gotta listen to
keep
Epic
it that
the
way.
Musical, like I keep telling you to.
Well, I'll do that after the Odyssey because I want to see this movie with as little knowledge as I can. Even though I'm gonna find every trailer that I can and see everything possibly released online. I'm not gonna try and sing that, Elijah, because I don't know what notes those are. Moana, more like Borana. That's all right.
See, Elijah's also telling you to watch Epic the Musical.
Can you watch it?
Well, there's like YouTube animatics.
Oh yeah, that's true. Spider-Man Brand New Day, June and July are actually pretty stacked. I'm excited. It's actually going to be a thing where I don't know that we can get enough babysitters to go see these movies. I still don't think we've gotten enough trailers for Spider-Man Brand New Day.
We haven't gotten a trailer.
It's true. We just gotten behind the scenes. And
for
I think the close. There was a situation with Marvel where they were like, I think it was Thor: Love and Thunder, where it was the closest to the movie release that the trailer was ever released, and it was super short and not that intentional. So, yeah, I don't know. We've talked a lot about Brand New Day, especially last year. We did something Spider-Man related. But I don't think this is actually going to be related to Doomsday. I suppose I was asking them to last year after Fantastic Four came out, and I was like, we still have nothing to go off of. And I don't think it's going to actually tie in that much. Mm-hmm. But it could be another post-credit scene situation. I don't know, man.
I'm kind of glad that it's not between Doomsday and Secret Wars now, because that was the original plan for it. But so
they brought it up. No, sorry, they delayed.
Doomsday got pushed way back.
Doomsday,
so.
yeah, that's why.
I'm excited. I mean, I love the new suit, and I'm excited to like kind of just see him be Spider-Man, like truly Spider-Man in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I mean, which kind of concerns me, you know, with like both like Mark Ruffalo and John Bernthal being in the cast, but
yeah,
I think
I have a feeling Mark Ruffalo is going to be kind of a very like a cameo almost, like they say that.
I hope
but
so.
If anyone's going to be more of a sidekick, it's going to be the Punisher. Also, we'll get to that maybe. We have 10 minutes. Yeah, there's Michael Mando's back as Scorpion.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah, there's some good stuff that, I mean, it's Spider-Man. All of the movies do good, I think.
I also want to say, I think Daniel, or what's his name? Destin Daniel Cretton could be like the saving grace of the MCU.
What did he directed?
Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi was
yep.
good enough. I mean, pretty good. I mean, he's been doing Wonder Man, which was also I'm not done with Wonder Man yet, but it's an interesting twist on the superhero franchise and explores some stuff really well. So
he did the Shack. He wrote the Shack. Interesting. Which it was already a book. And then he helped direct Just Mercy, which he also did with the brothers, not McFeely. Wait. Maybe not. Why did I think that Just Mercy was maybe I'm thinking of a different one. It was the Anthony and the Russo brothers. I thought the Russo brothers directed it. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm getting something confused. We gotta keep moving. I'm sorry. Okay, so Spider-Man. We'll maybe do a whole episode on that. I gotta cruise through these, especially because August actually doesn't have that many. Super Troopers 3, Paw Patrol, the Dino movie, Flowervale Street, the Dog Stars. I don't recognize any of these. Sense and Sensibility.
You're just gonna skip past Paw Patrol, the Dino movie like that?
Yes.
I'm joking. I don't have anything to say about it.
Clayface, I forgot that that's a movie. I'm excited because it's not just so much of Marvel just turns into the Marvelized slop, and Clayface is, at least from the gate, like, this is going to be body horror. This is not going to be for everybody. I'm curious is all. And from the Speak No Evil director, James Watkins.
I thought
it's also weird that it's the third movie of the DC universe, which means that he's not really going for, like, you know how we had Iron Man 2, Captain America First Avenger, Thor,
not
all
the
that.
Traditional build-up.
It's not like a branching, growing tree. I guess I should go up. It's just kind of like here and there. We'll include these every once in a while. But
yeah, I think.
Yeah, time really flies. We're already in September. Practical Magic, Verity, Digger. Tom Cruise playing Digger. The only thing I can think of is Digger Digwillow from Adventures in Odyssey, but I don't know anything about this movie. It's just the next Tom Cruise movie. That's not Mission Impossible, and that's actually probably worth it. The plot will follow the most powerful man in the world as he causes a disaster and embarks on a mission to prove that he's the savior of humanity. Okay.
Could be good.
The Social Reckoning.
Social Reckoning.
Don't know anything about that. I see Bill Burr and...
That's the sequel to The Social Network.
Oh! Gotcha.
Except they're recasting Jesse Eisenberg.
I saw that. Eisenberg didn't want to come back. That's funny.
No.
I don't know. I do have The Social Network on my watch list because I am very curious about that. Especially now as Facebook and Meta are getting so meta. It's like, how did this start? Even if it's not quite as accurate, like, what was the original story?
Part of me is like, why even do this sequel if you're not getting the lead star back? But
yeah,
we'll see.
I don't know. That's a topic for another time. It's like recasting with I shared a video in the Discord of like how bringing back characters from the dead was questionable. But we can talk about that later. The He-Man thing, Ihondor, was Masters of the Universe. That was like in April or something. That was the one with Jared Leto or something, and others. Street Fighter in October 16th, another video game adaptation, which if it's somewhat even connected to like Mortal Kombat, which in my mind they are. I don't know how. I feel like it could be kind of a live action anime. Whale Fall. Don't know. The Tales of a Scuba Diver who ends up trapped in a whale and desperate to escape. So Jonah, the movie.
Jonah, there we go.
The Cat in the Hat. I actually, my dad laughed at the trailer because this is like, yam in a pan or yen in a pan, walking in my pocket. Good to see you. Ron. Yeah, it was because that's my dad's name is Ron. And he goes, Ron. It's so, even if it's just that line. Alessandro Carolini, who previously worked on Kung Fu Panda and How to Train Your Dragon. I don't know who she is. Is she a director? Oh, and Erica Riviona, whose credit includes Trolls and Cloudy with Chance Meatballs 2, will direct the film. Cool. I'm looking forward to it. At least it's not live action. Leto was the OG Skeletor? No.
What?
Ihondor thinks Jared Leto was the OG Skeletor. Is it his voice? Is that why they hired him? Was for the voice?
No, he's not. He-Man's way farther back than that.
Yeah. He's only no. He was only cast in December of 24. So Godzilla -0. First off, that math doesn't math. Second, is this going to be a sequel slop that does not live up to the first? Because I understand that they teased that Godzilla was still alive, but they really made it to be a standalone, and it was so good. And I don't want a really good first movie to be ruined by a really bad sequel just because it made a lot of money. It's getting a bigger budget, which is fine, but I hope they actually allocate it that better and do maybe more scenes like that. It's dead. His light's dead. And maybe Zach and I will watch it in color.
That's what I was about to say. I'm not going to go to this one in black and white.
I brought him to the black and white version, and that
was my first time seeing it too, which was
yeah. Hunger Games. Do you have anything about -0?
Just kind of as much as you said. I mean, the first one ended pretty like concretely, but I mean, I guess they kind of teased a return at the end, but
yeah, because they didn't kill him; they just got him out of the way.
Well, he was like destroyed, and there was like the part of him glowing.
Oh, that's right, because he held the bomb in his mouth, and then he kamikazed it, but didn't actually. He got the plane. The plane flew into his mouth and blew up. Yeah. I just realized I look very ashy and washed out. It's because I used my camera for something else last week. Hunger Games: Sunrise of the Reaping. We already have a trailer for this somehow. Like there's some movies that are coming out in April that we don't have a trailer for, and Sunrise and Hunger Games is like.
Top of things.
Yeah, and Zach said that you said you're very excited about this because I said, sorry, I shouldn't speak for you, but I should speak for me. This movie or this franchise is still going strong with like not having Jennifer Lawrence as the face of it. Like it's just the story, it's the concept that they're continuing on, and I appreciate that. Even from the last movie, the fourth movie, they're still not using those characters. So I don't know. I like it.
I'm excited. I just started like getting back into the franchise recently. I'm rereading Catching Fire right now because I saw the fourth movie for the first time, or the first of the prequels, I should say, back in July. I saw the movie. Just like it was so good. I know you have different opinions on it, but I liked it a lot. And
wait, which one?
I'm excited.
The fourth?
Yeah.
I didn't mind it. I'm not a Hunger Games fan, but I wasn't a fan as in like I won't live or die on any hill related to Hunger Games.
Gotcha.
I liked it.
But especially being like Haymitch's backstory, like I haven't read the book yet, but I think there's definitely interesting places to go with it. So
yeah, for sure. Oh, we're gonna skip past everything I don't recognize. Apparently there's a new Disney animation, Hexed.
You're skipping past Avatar?
I say something quick.
The Legend.
Is this
the Legend of Aang? It's an. It's the first
This
of
is-
the Avatar universe they're starting. So
This is animated.
yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
exciting.
So this is like the first Airbender thing since, or not since the live action trailer or live action show, but I don't know. I haven't kept up with the release of it, but sure.
Yeah,
I know
I'm
people like
just
you are excited for it.
more-
Maybe Ellie will want to go see it.
for more Aang.
More Aang, who's not like 17 years old like he is in the season 2 of the
Yeah. Stephen Ewan's in it apparently, so that's awesome. Oh, and Dave
yeah.
Bautista.
Dave
Oh,
Bautista.
I didn't even know that. Wow. Anyway, moving on.
The
Great Beyond?
I never heard of that.
I haven't either. Is it a sci-fi? Oh, it's a sci-fi thriller starring Glenn Powell.
What? That's her man.
That's
It's her
exciting.
Capybara and Samuel L. Jackson and Jenna Ortega. That's almost like it's
Wow.
Why does that sound like it's competing against Project Hail Mary for some reason?
This movie's got potential.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just reading
it.
about this movie for the first time, but it's got
I actually don't
potential.
think I've seen anything from J.J. Abrams outside of Star Wars, so I don't know how to. Okay, yeah, Aang was always over 100 years old, but I mean the character as he looks. Hexed, know
Thank you
nothing
for
about
giving
it.
Seth a hard time.
Yeah, I know. I have no idea what to expect from Hexed. I have lost hope for Disney as long as it's not Disney Pixar. Narnia, Greta Gerwig. Apparently it's rock and roll something or other.
We'll
I
see
don't
what
get
that
it.
means, but
I know. I don't have high hopes for it. We've talked about it in the Discord before. Like we're just kind of, if it's not a Christian at the helm, it's not going to get the respect. Like I'm not saying that the first 3 movies were like that, but they really didn't shy away from the true meaning of the story. And I feel like when you put our current social understanding of morality into a story like that, you're going to get a lot of changes that don't make sense. So
from what it sounds like, though, it sounds like Meryl Streep being Aslan was never official. So it doesn't sound like that's actually what's happening, which I hope is the case. So
yeah.
Because I mean, if Meryl Streep ends up getting officially cast as Aslan, I mean, I've lost all hope for that movie. So,
yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah. We got like 5 more to go through quick. Violent
Night 2?
Yeah.
Wow.
I honestly like David Harbour as Santa, but I don't like the whole horror thing. It was definitely I did.
You did.
It was.
Well, it's more.
As
it's
you
not really
expected.
Horror, is it? It's more
it's
like
gory.
I mean, it's like John Wick.
Sure, but it's very gratuitous, and it's fine
Okay.
if you like that. It's not always for me. I just like David Harbour as Santa.
Jumanji 4?
Jumanji 4, it's still happening. It's gonna be the same as the last ones. I actually haven't watched any Jumanji movies, even the original, but I don't want. Technically, this is the 3rd Jumanji of the reboot, I believe.
Okay.
I think
you're calling it 4. 4 includes the original. Gotcha.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just the same shtick. It's like a recipe, you know.
Yeah.
You follow the same steps, you're gonna get the same result, and it makes money. So they're getting old though. Like, and The Rock's off of steroids or something. I don't know. We're gonna skip a Doomsday for now. Dune.
What?
Oh gosh, there's.
What do you mean we're
not
skipping Doomsday?
Not skip. I'm just looking at all the things. We're not gonna talk about Werewolf, Angry Birds 3, same shtick. Okay, so Dune 3 and Doomsday, same day. There's gotta be the same, like a double feature, because that's gonna be so much fun. I still think Dune Part 3 is probably gonna be the better movie.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
But Doomsday is. There's a lot riding on it. We've said a lot about it.
Yeah.
I think when we get a trailer, we'll really see what's going on with this story, especially if Brand New Day doesn't do anything for us. So,
yeah.
And I don't know. People have said adapting Dune Messiah is going to be hard because it gets so wacky after the second one. But we'll see. I think Denis Villeneuve will do it well.
I might be misremembering too, but I think Dennis, whatever his name is, so I'm just gonna call him Dennis. Dennis said after the second one came out, he said that if he did Dune Messiah, it would have to be very different from the book. So
yeah, which it already was deviating a little bit. for a more understandable story. But
so I mean, Dune Part 2. I love Dune Part 2, so I'm excited to see more from that franchise.
Yeah. And definitely Timothée Chalamet is turning from like a nerdy little kid face to like a man who can carry Marty Supreme on his own and whatever. But our time is up. We completely missed things like Daredevil Born Again, Spider Noir, David House of David season 2. That's exciting, I think. I really like season 1. We might have something in the works for that. I'm just gonna list the TV shows. Maul Shadow Lord, that's for Isaac. The Boys,
right, that one's coming.
Malcolm in the Middle revival. I'm trying to weed through. There's like Master Chef on here. I don't care about that. Stranger Things animated. I don't know anything else. I can't find anything that I would. Ted Lasso season 4, X-Men 97 season 2. And then TBA. So I'm not looking at this. Is hurting my eyes. Percy Jackson season 3. All those things are coming. Hopefully that gives you guys an idea of everything moving forward. Lanterns. But we got to wrap up here. That's basically our general thoughts. I know it's so sad. We can keep talking on the Discord. Maybe look at some more. Peacemaker? That would be season 3, right? Is that it?
No,
was that confirmed?
That's not happening.
Oh, I don't know. Hunter just said it. But we got to get going. No episode next week. Ellie and I are on a little mini vacation in Mexico, so we will not have an episode next week. But then the week after, we will.
Thanks for the invite.
You're not coming to our vacation.
That's
it's for her. It's for her work. No. Elijah, glad you can join us. Hunter, thanks for being here as well. Appreciate everybody. Talk more in the Discord, and we will see you in 2 weeks. Until then, know that you're loved. God bless.
Thanks for watching, Mom.